Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, shout out to the comment section for a good idea on getting this video done. We are going to talk about RSL Helper and what I have done with my setup for what to keep and what to get rid of so that I can sift through the artifacts that I have farmed a lot more efficiently and figure out what needs to actually filter down to being added to my account so we can keep our precious artifact slots available and have to cleanse our gear less often. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, for any of you that are newer to Raid Shadow Legends, this is going to be part of the tool that Farbstoff does, which is amazing, and it's called RSL Helper. I have a link to Farbstoff's server down below so that you can support him and find the tool and all that stuff. So I did not make this. All the credit goes to Farbstoff for this amazing auto clicker tool, and it is also not going to be on mobile, so it's only for a PC user to download this and install it, and then start unlocking some of the capabilities of this tool. So if you're new to Raid, if you are curious about what I'm actually using, that is what it is. But okay, anyway, this is going to be the auto sell setup portion of the tool. And what's super nice about this is, let's say, so what I did for this video, I grinded like 2,500 energy worth into the dragon, and I'm going to show you what it actually kept and how easy it is to sift through that. Instead of having to go through over 100 artifacts, it's just going to be right there. It narrows it down to a few that are important for me to actually put a human eye on, maybe roll up to level 12 and see which ones are worth keeping. So for my setup, right out the gate, anything that is less than or equal to a 4-star, cut it loose, do not pass go, do not need to see anything more. Same thing for anything less than or equal to a 5-star epic, cut it loose, I don't need to see it. Then, by the way, this is going to be an end game setup. If you're in your first month on Raid, don't be doing this. You're going to need to slowly work your way up. I've been grinding gear for 3 years. So you slowly, over the course of time, get more and more picky. Obviously, if you're new to Raid, you want to keep your 5-star gear because it could probably be useful somewhere on your account. Worth noting, this is a more end game setup after you've been playing the game for a very long time. So basically, anything less than or equal to a 5-star epic, we are going to cut loose right away. And then anything less than or equal to a 6-star rare, which means for a 5-star legendary, I will keep it because I want to see if it's going to, quad roll speed or something. And if it's a 6-star epic, I want to keep it because you never know, it could triple roll speed or be a super useful piece. We have to take a human eye to that and take a further investigation. But for our top pieces, our weapon, helm, and shield, anything 5-star, cut it loose. You end up with a lot more top pieces than bottom pieces because of bottom pieces being able to roll a flat stat, which is actually the next rule right here. Because of that, it's much tougher to get bottom pieces. You'll notice on everybody's account, you end up with like twice as many weapons, helms, and shields compared to gloves, armor, and boots. Because if it's a flat stat, glove, armor, or boot, as you can see with this rule right here, we're going to cut that loose no matter what. We don't want flat stat bottom pieces on our account. And then these next 3 rules right here are going to be top pieces that have 2 flat stat substats. We're automatically going to cut those loose. If it's got attack and HP as a flat stat, I don't want those on my account. No matter what they are, they can go ahead and bounce. And then we dive into some rules for accessories. You can do artifacts and accessories on this. You can do them all together or separate. So if it's a 6-star legendary banner with speed, I want to keep that because you never know if it's going to triple roll speed, quad roll speed. I'll take a human eye to that and see for myself. But anything less than or equal to 5-star, we are cutting it loose on the accessories. I end up doing a lot of grinding in the spider for CVC and for farming silver. So I don't want 5-star rings, amulets, and banners. I'm looking for 6-star stuff at this point. But a banner that is 6-star legendary without speed, I'm going to cut that loose. Now, a banner that is an epic without speed has potential to add speed as the legendary portion of it when you get that 4th substat. Which means if it's a legendary without speed, it's impossible for it to get speed, so I'm going to cut that loose. Then for rings, any ring that has 2 flat stat substats, I don't want. The rings I'm looking for have 3 percentage stats. So you'll have like an attack ring, and then the substats will be attack percent, HP percent, and defense percent. We don't want flat stats for the first 3 on our rings. Now, the unfortunate thing is if it's a legendary, it has to have a flat stat. So that's why you can see that we've got the parameters set if it has 2 flat stats. If I set it to just if I set it to if it has a flat stat, then we would be selling every legendary ring because it's guaranteed to have a flat stat. So that's why it's important. You always want to roll up your legendary rings to level 12 if they've got 2 or 3 percentage stats, because you might go double or triple roll on a percentage and you might miss that flat stat. But if you roll it and you hit that flat stat 2 or 3 times, then it's probably going to be a sell. So that is my super simple sell parameters. You can go wild with this. You can start doing specific sets. You can be like, I want it to keep all speed gear, right here, boom. And you can set a parameter to keep all speed gear. If you want to check that out yourself, if you're a little bit more mid-game or something, totally fine to do parameters like that. This is just what I use as a simple end game player parameter that I have set up, but the sky is the limit on this, and you can add a bunch of rules and get like set specific, substat specific, and then there's also a way to check it over on the right side that you can't see here, where you can test yourself and see if something you wanted to keep will sell or not. So now I will show you what this ends up looking like after like 2,000 something energy in the Dragon when it filters down and it sells stuff based on the parameters. When I filter by just new artifacts, this is all I have to go through. So instead of having like 130, 140 pieces or whatever to go through, I've only got about 15. So looks like my parameter is keeping about 10% of the drops and then really allowing me to be way more efficient with my time and go through these. So, okay, as we dive into the first one, you'll see that this one is pretty bad, but it kept it because it does not have 2 flat stats and it is at least a 6-star epic. And you could want to keep something like this, like let's say this has crit rate, and when I roll this, it goes like triple crit rate, and then it hits speed at 16. That would be a really, really good piece. So unfortunately, the way that this is structured, this is definitely a sell. And then this one would be one that we want to roll. This one here is one we want to roll. And okay, this is lifesteal. Again, unfortunately, anything with speed, you probably want to at least take to like level 8. This one does not have speed, and it does not have 2 flat stats, so it kept this. Now, some of you out there would maybe want to set a parameter like if it doesn't have speed, just cut it loose. And I may get to that point here pretty soon, but this one's going to be a no from me. Defense percent, lifesteal. I don't like to keep defense pieces that also have attack. It's very, very rare that you want defense and attack as a stat. They don't really synergize very well. Your attack damage dealers typically want to prioritize HP, and your defense people usually want to prioritize defense and HP. So the defense and attack stats don't really synergize, and then also it doesn't have like crit rate or anything. So I would probably cut this loose, but again, you want to see if it's going to quad roll speed or something, so I will at least do that a little bit. This one right here, again, it didn't sell it because it doesn't count accuracy and resistance as flat stats. So this one does not have 2 flat stats. It does not have a flat stat as the main stat, so it kept it, but I can see it here. I should probably add a parameter of if it's a legendary without speed, go ahead and cut it loose, similar to how I did with the accessories. Attack percent, again, yeah, no, and frost set, no. If that was a speed set or something, maybe we'll roll that and see what happens. We'll roll that. 6-star attack percent, no, with no speed, no speed. Resistance and accuracy, that could be decent. The unfortunate thing is it's got attack and no speed. I'm probably gonna sell that. That's a 5-star top piece. I don't need that. And then 6-star, don't need that. And then this one is really good. This is what we're looking for. That's an amazing immortal piece. That's got the speed and then the double percentage stats on an epic. So we will definitely keep that one. And then we are down to these few here that we have to roll. This one's basically a 16. No matter what, we'll take it up to 12 and see what happens. That's great. Double speed with resistance. We will take that. That's an awesome piece. And then this accuracy one right here, take it to level 12. One of each, not bad. It's a decent like secret room filler type set, secret room faction wars kind of thing. You're looking to see if this will hit like double speed out the gate, and it did. So now we go level 12. Again, great secret room piece, like for the rare attack type room or something. That would be a really good piece to put on like a KO or something for helping clear that. We wanted to take this to level 12 to see. And ideally, you'll do these big cleanses during like an artifact enhancement event or something like that. It only hit 1 speed, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna cut that loose. It'd be a decent like early to mid game piece, but we're gonna cut it. 1 speed, double, it's a 5-star. Yeah, basically it's got to hit at least 2 or 3 speed for me to want to fire that up. And then this one's a pretty solid piece. You're not going to get good destroy gear very often, but a double speed on a 6-star. We'll keep it for now. And then this one's an auto 16. Like this is just this was a no-brainer 16 pop. Extremely unfortunate how it rolled. It got only 1 speed and then it got a flat attack, so that ends up being again a filler piece for like faction wars and secret rooms and stuff. This one right here we can go ahead and 16. This was the best piece we found, and I mean, not the worst thing to get flat HP, but it obviously would have been better to get any sort of accuracy or percent stat. So all in all, that was pretty bad for the amount of energy I spent. So you can see the artifact grind is really takes a long time and hundreds of thousands of energy to fill up your account with good pieces that are gonna be that you're gonna be excited about. So yeah, hopefully this gives you a little bit of clarity on the parameters and how I set mine up and how they work. Feel free to give me your feedback if you've got your own parameters. Would love to hear ways that I could make my system better, and then be able to update you all in the future on feedback that I've acquired on these different parameters and all of that. And remember, I will also link down below if you want to head over to the Discord server and check out everything Farbstuff does and find a way to get your hands on this tool and start setting up parameters yourself. So remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.